Welcome back to the Hockey Show, and we are here to talk about all 32 NHL logos and where they go on my prestigious tier list here. Now, if you're blind and you can't read any of these, I'll read them out for you. So, the top of the tier list is Absolute Beauts. We're the most well-crafted, beautiful, elegant, best made like it was Leonardo da Vinci himself kissing it onto a page. Is where the best logos go. We'll see who ends up there. Second off, we've got It's Good, but it can be better. The tier list, the category, where the logos that do their job well, but they're not going to be the ones getting promoted. It's kind of like Bob down at the firm, you know? He's not going to be the guy being promoted to assistant manager. He is always will be number 2 and never be the best. Unless they do have some changes, but for where they stand now, it is what it is. They're second best, whatever. Then we've got mid is the category, which kind of explains itself right there. It does its job, you know. It's no one's gonna write home about it. No one cares about it. It does its job. It's on the front of the jerseys. It's the branding of the company, but no one cares. It does its job, whatever. No one's gonna be impressed by it. And then we've got This Is It. This is the worst, and that just tells you. I don't got to tell you anything there. These are the logos that are absolute dumpster fires that need change yesterday. So let's start off. I've randomly sorted the logos, and we're going to start off in the closest corner to me, which is the Montreal Canadiens. The Canadiens, to me, this is one of those logos that has stood this test of time, and I got to say, I do think that it's really good, but I don't think it's an absolute beaut. So I'm going to put it in the very top of the good but can be better, because it's so good and it's so classic, but at the end of the day, the colors are nice and all of it's just, it does look perfect, but it's just a C and an H, you know, like you can't say it's the best, you know, it's not some of the other ones that are on my table here, so it's gonna be, I would say it's the epitome of the good but can be better, and we've seen iterations of it. They've had some nice classic logos where they've kind of shook it up a little bit and made it just a tinsy-wincy little bit better to make it more class stylish, but this one, just C and an H, it looks good, it does its job, but it's not in the absolute beaut. Next, we've got the LA Kings. Now, the LA Kings, I really like this logo. I've always liked it. I like the shapes. I like that it's like an upside-down pentagon, and it's also got its own, like, its outlines within, and then the font style, and then the classic logo in there. There's a lot to it, and to me, this is borderline absolute beaut. This is definitely not mid. This is definitely not the worst. I feel like if it had a little bit more color than just the black and white, but because it's the only one that does the black and white, I really like it. So to me, I'm going to put it in the all the way, like if this was like the end of the line, I'm going to put it right in the absolute beauts. Because if it had a little bit more color, if the purple that they used to have was somewhere in here, maybe the crown had a little bit more style to it, had some more jewels, maybe some color to it, it would be better. But because it's the classic black and white and just a little bit of silver, it just doesn't really hit the spot, but it's still pretty good. So to me, absolute beaut, but it definitely needs some work. The New York Islanders. Now, this is one that I gotta say, I've never liked this logo. It's just so cluttered. I get that it's supposed to be Long Island, and I get people say, like, the I goes right into, like, the area there where it's supposed to kind of be like where the arena is, but I've never bought it. I've always thought it was like really cluttered, and the Islanders like isn't centered. I've never really liked it, but is it the, you know what? Yeah, it's the first one to go, and this is the worst because it's so just. I really like the logo that they have on the alternates where it's just the NY on it with the hockey stick and the 4 lines for it's the tape, but it's also to signify how many championships they've won. I really like that one, and I like that they have Rhode Island in there, but the issue with Long Island in there, is that it's a lot of jaggedy stuff. You know, if you take like Nevada, you've got a clear shape to it, you know? If you take Colorado, it's just a square. Texas, you know, on the Dallas Stars one, you got the shape of Texas. Long Island's just like this crazy, like, it looks like an upside down, like, rotting crocodile cadaver. So to me, it's nothing that special. So Islanders in the worst. The Boston Bruins. This is a classic one. They're changing up the logo actually this year for their, was it like 100th anniversary? So this one, I've always really liked the Bruins logo. It's that classic. It's got the niceness and the simplicity of the Canadians while having some nice. It's in the spoked wheel and it's got colors. So I'm gonna put it in like the middle of Absolute Buttes. I know this is kind of like just randomly placed there, but I'm gonna say it's in the middle of Absolute Buttes because it's got the style, it's got the simplicity, but it's also got that defining touch of the wheel. It's got a nice shape to it, and the color, the yellow and the black, always is classic there. Looks good, perfect, Absolute Butte. The Arizona Coyotes. This is one where people think it's the worst. I think, and it's always on display up there in that corner, it's an Absolute Butte. The Coyotes have got to have one of the best repertoire of logos ever. I mean, the headless one, just the howling coyote. I know people don't like that one either. I've always really liked it. They've always had a good style, good colors to it, and the Kachina logo is absolutely amazing. I don't know how anyone could poo-poo on this one. It's got so many colors, so just unique. It's the most unique logo probably out of all of them, and it's just amazing. So Coyotes, easiest one for me to put in that category, not just because I'm a fan, but just because it really is just a beaut. It's just absolutely beautiful. Then we've got the Pittsburgh Penguins. Now, this is a nice logo, and I'm kind of scared because by the looks of things, they're starting to maybe deviate away from it and go towards the word mark and whatever they've been doing lately. I think this is a really good one, but to me, I gotta say, I've always really liked it, and I'm going to once again put it in the Absolute Butte, and I promise you not all of them are going to go in there except a few. I think that the Penguins logo, it is so perfect because it's not as cluttered as the Coyotes one, and it's as simple as the Bruins and the LA Kings and the Canadians, where it's the triangle and then the penguin just holding a hockey stick. There's not a lot of detail to it, and it's the perfect amount of it's like the McDonald's logo, the arches, the look. It's classic, it's simple, but the McDonald's logo is really simple, but this one's got the simplicity while also having small details of how good the gloves are, the skates. It's got everything it needs. It has a hockey stick in it. It has the penguin playing hockey. It's got it all. It's not like the Kings where it's just LA in a crown. Penguins, absolute beaut, and that's it. The Vancouver Canucks. Now, I'm going to make a video, not right after this one, but eventually about the names of teams, or the Canucks will be in a completely different category. But the Canucks logo, to me, I don't get it. I get it, it's a C. It's supposed to be like the Canucks in the form of a C, so like Canuck C. It's an orca, but it's like breaking out of ice, I guess. I just don't get it. But I like that it's got like the indigenous look to it, like it's on like a totem pole. So to me, I like it, but it definitely, to me, this one needs more. It doesn't have like the green that they wear. It doesn't have it's not as bright blue as I'd like it to be, but it does have some details. It's interesting, but it just doesn't have enough. It's not too simple like the Penguins logo, but it's not overly crowded like the Islanders logo, but it doesn't have like a distinct color. It's just all kind of blue and bland. So to me, it's the epitome of what a mid logo is. So mid it goes. The Florida Panthers, the logo that everyone doesn't understand why they had to change to, but I kind of get it. I get that it's kind of like a nice, stylish look, kind of like a soccer team's logo, where it's just got the word and then like a nice, simple, intimidating panther on it. But to me, on the jersey, it looks really nice. But on its own, I just think there's a lot of empty space. So to me, this one's going in mid as well. It's just a lot of empty space. It just says Florida. It's just nothing that special. So to me, mid it goes. On the jersey, it looks really nice and like with other things, but the old logo was so nice. It was breaking the hockey stick. It just had everything. This one just is so simple. It looks nice, but it's just looking nice. I mean, a simple, like, a ribbon looks nice, like a simple ribbon on a present looks nice, but it's not, like, anything special. The New Jersey Devils. Now, this one I love. Once again, it's hitting all the marks of being simple but very unique. Because there's nothing else like it. There's no logo. Like, this is someone really thought about this and was like, how do we make this logo? Okay, New Jersey Devils. Okay, we gotta have devil in there, so it's got the horns and the tail. An NJ, so New Jersey. I mean, there's a J. There's a J that looks like a devil. Let's throw in a bit of an N, and there you go. So to me, I've always liked it. It's got the Penguins aesthetic of being really simple, but it's got the words of, like, the Kings and the Bruins. So to me, it's got all the elements wrapped in a nice circle around it. It's just one of those, once again, it's the bold color. You recognize it immediately, like those McDonald's arches. I love the Jersey Devils, whatever, that's right. And I like it. Good logo. The St. Louis Blues. This one I've always really liked a lot. And I've always really liked this one, and it's got the same things like the New Jersey Devils, like the Penguins, but there's something missing to it that just makes me want to put it in the good but can be better. Because to me, it's really nice. It's got the simplicity. It's got the blue note in it. But at the same time, why does it have a wing? I'm sure there's probably a reason to it that I don't get. I get the 4 streaks in it. It's supposed to be like the staff of a whatever. I know. I used to be in music. Whatever. Whatever. And I like it, but it's just missing something. I don't know what it is though, but it's definitely missing something to give it that one extra, like, there's nothing hockey related, and because the team's just called the Blues, I mean, I get, like, the Penguins, you have a penguin, the Devils, you have the devil stuff, the Blues, it's like, okay, it's blue, so to me, it's missing something. I don't know what it is, but there's just something missing, and that makes it can be better, but it's right now just not it. Then we've got the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Blue Jackets, I like this one. I like that it's got the Ohio flag on it, and it's wrapped around the star. This one's definitely not an absolute beaut. I just wish it's got a lot going on. It's really elegant. It's really classical. But to me, this is like the perfect alternate logo, you know? This is what should be on the shoulder, not on the front. It's just not... It's a cool alternate logo, but not a great primary logo. So to me, I'm going to put this one in the bottom. I'm going to put it in the bottom of could be better. Because it's almost mid, but because it does look really nice, it's just missing an element. It's just a star with a flag wrapped around it. And to me, it's like... there's nothing distinguishing about it, you know? I mean, I guess if you know that's the Ohio flag, but other than that, if I just showed anyone that logo, they'd be like, okay, it's an American flag with a dot, and it's around a star, so I'm guessing it's like the Americans or something. While up here, it's like, okay, LA, there's a Crown Kings, it's a penguin, I see, oh, I get it, NJ Devils. This one, it's like Americans, I don't know. So to me, bottom of could be better, almost mid, but it does have a lot of nice details to it that I really like. So it does look good. It goes there. The San Jose Sharks logo. This is one I've always liked. It's one of the reasons why I got into hockey is because I like the Sharks and their name and their logo. So they are going in the absolute beauts. Just the breaking of the hockey stick, you get it immediately. It's a hockey logo, and then it's an obvious, it's a shark, so you know it's a shark of some sort. And the triangle, you could say that it's supposed to be for the Bay Area, because it's in like the shape of a triangle, I guess. I don't know. But it's always looked good. It's got a lot of colors going on. The teal, the hockey stick. It doesn't look... People say it... To me, it doesn't. I definitely think the shark does look intimidating to me. So it's got the intimidation. It's got a good animal. It's got good movement. Perfect. I love the logo. Breaking the hockey stick is always a win for a logo, too. So, great one. Absolute beaut. The New York Rangers. One of the other classic logos we all know. To me... The Rangers logo is really nice, and it's really classic, it's really unique too. But to me, it's never really been, especially since it's not on the front of any jersey, and because it's always been like pushed aside, it's always like never had like a sticking point in my head, you know? Like when you think of the LA Kings, you think of them wearing the black and white jersey with Martinez throwing the gloves in the air. You can see the logo in there. The Rangers, I think of like Henrik Lundqvist and stuff. I don't see this logo. I see the Rangers across the chest. And to me, this logo doesn't have like a moment in my head of being like a special time. The jerseys are, the word mark on the front is, but the logo doesn't. And I know that might sound really stupid, but I'm going to put it in the could be better because it just doesn't have like a true connection, you know? Columbus is, it's like, you see the logo on the jersey and stuff, but it's just not like that special. The Rangers, it looks really clean, is really nice, but it just doesn't, they don't even really use it that much. So to me, it gets knocked down. And I know that might be really stupid, and I don't know, that's just what I think. The Winnipeg Jets, I like the idea of this logo, but there's so much more that could be done with a jet and the maple leaf. I get that the leaf behind it is the maple leaf, of course, and then, like, the bottom part's supposed to be, like, an afterburner. But just being, like, wrapped up in this, like, plain circle after so many, like, edges and stuff in the middle, to me, like, kind of diminishes it, and I just wish they could do more. So to me, it's going in mid. Because there's so much more you could do with a name like the Winnipeg Jets. You know, it's a jet flying in, shoots rockets and missiles, shooting things and exploding stuff, flying through the air. And it's got the edges in there and the maple leaf. I love that to, like, you know, show it's a Canadian team. You see the logo, you're guessing, okay, it's the Winnipeg. I mean, I'm not Winnipeg, but you're guessing it's a jet, obviously, a Canadian team with the maple leaf, and it works really good in the middle, but at the top, I get that the point in the circle, I think is supposed to be because it's like the true north, you know, it's the north of city that has a team. I get it, but to me, if you don't know that, it kind of is just like, why is there just like a triangle cut out of the circle? It's just weird to me, and it could be so much more, and the colors aren't there either, so to me, it's bland, goes mid. The Philadelphia Flyers. I've always liked this logo. It's so nice. I don't even know what it is. I get it's supposed to be like a P, but with, like, you know, kind of like feathers because it's the Flyers. I've always liked this one. I'm going to put it in the absolute buttes. And I know we're like, we're getting congested over here, but don't worry about it. So the Flyers, I'm going to put there. It's got the nice elements. It's got technically like a word mark with the P, but it's worked in with some stuff. It's become its own identity, you know? With this one, it's like the LA Kings. You see it's LA. It's in a shape. It's in the crown, the penguins and stuff. But it's a penguin, you know? What even is the Flyers logo? It's just a P with a dot and some feathers, but they made it look so good. And it's kind of what the element is that the Blues logo doesn't have, because they're pretty similar with the wings off of like some sort of letter or shape. And it's got that one mark to where it's got the orange dot, and it's got that line that goes through. Like, you see movement in it, while the St. Louis logo is just, it's missing that, like, that orange dot. It's missing that one thing that makes it stand out from the rest, and that's it. So Flyers, absolute beaut. The Buffalo Sabres, this logo is strange because I really like this logo, but what are those two lines that come off the buffalo? Is it supposed to be like he's jumping, so it's like the wind flying by him? I once listened to a podcast where they suggested that it's like flying saucers, so I don't know. It's weird that those are there. And I love the logo. Like, I love the buffalo on the inside. I know they have the Sabres logo on, like they do on the shoulder sometimes, that says Sabres within the buffalo. That I think is the best logo they have. This logo is great. This logo is great, but it's missing that one element. Like, there's a lot of blank space, kind of like with the, who did I say I have a lot of blank space down there? Like the Florida Panthers one. It's missing something. On this one, it's missing something. And I'm going to put this one already in the good, but can be better. Because like I said, the logo on the inside, that buffalo with the Sabres word mark within it, should be their primary logo. That just looks the best. Or just go over to that, like, It writes it for itself. Buffalo's already using better logos on other jerseys like that they do. So, to me, it's the good but can be better, and they're already doing it. It's just that's like their logo they still stick with as their main one. So, I wish they would just transition to another one. The Toronto Maple Leafs. This team. I love the classic style look, and I love that it's like a true looking leaf and the nice blue, and they work it the words right in there real good. But it's kind of got the I don't know. This one is so nice, but it does remind me of like a soccer team where it does look it's one of those like the logos if you ever play like NHL where it's like Everton where it says it's from like 1887 and the team's been around since then and it's just like a lighthouse. You know, it's kind of like that where I could easily see like Toronto Maple Leafs and at the bottom of it says like established in 1902 and it's like just never changed and it's like that logo that they've never changed over time. But I love the look of it. So to me, it is really clean and really nice, and it's got enough, like, it's simple, but it's got details. So to me, I don't know, I'm going to convince myself here, it's in the absolute beauts, it's only over there because it's so congested in there. I'm going to put it in there because it's got the simplicity, it's got the nice color, but it's just the one color look, and next team coming up is got the same thing. The Detroit Red Wings, the one color monotone look. And it's just, once again, it's kind of like the same deal with, like, the Flyers, all these teams where you get it immediately. Like, wow, that looks like it could be the logo for some car company, and that's what Detroit's known for. Now, it does lose, like, the aesthetic of it, like the New Jersey Devils, where it's like, you get it, it's like NJ with a devil, LA Kings with a crown. Like, it kind of misses that, where it's like, you look at this logo, and you have no idea what the hell it is. You're like, it's a red wheel with wings. I don't know what it is. So, it loses that, but it's just so well detailed, yet being so simple that it's going to go in the absolute beauts. I mean, it's a classic logo. Everyone knows it. We all love the Red Wings logo. I don't think that one's really a controversial pick there. Next up, the Vegas Golden Knights. This logo, their main one, is nice. But on the jersey, where it's got like the flourishes like along the sides of the logo, it's just they could do so much more, and they already do. So I'm going to stick this one also in the can be better one, just because it's kind of like the Winnipeg Jets, where it's like there's so much more they can do, and they already do with like the logo that's supposed to look, it's the swords clashing, which makes like the spark, which is the same like star look on the Las Vegas sign. That one's like so much more like clever with the way they did it to make it look like that. And with the Knights logo, it definitely is very nice, but it definitely could be more interesting. I like the flourishes that are on the jersey where it's like the flower type stuff around the side. But with Vegas, it's Vegas. It should be, like, more in your face, and this logo is very dark. On the jerseys, on, like, the golden ones especially, it fits in perfectly. But the logo by itself, it definitely is not in your face, I wish they could just change it up a little bit to make it more like, oh, bam, it's there. It's Vegas, and it's just missing something. It's very blank. It's very blank, but looks very clean at the same time. So, it goes there. The Anaheim Ducks. Now, I'm going to do, like I said, another video, and I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but the Ducks are going to go in a much different spot there. Actually, no, they're not. This logo is going down here. It's mid, because I like the movement, and I get it's a D, but it's also, like, you could say it's a duck foot. So it's like, it's an interesting logo that's got, like, an interesting color to it, but it's just ugly. Actually, I'm going to put it down here. Because even when I say that, it's just a duck foot and a D with a very small color of orange at the bottom with the ugly beige with white. It just looks weird. I don't get it. I don't care about it. It's just ugly. If anyone came out with it for anything else, like let's say that was Nike's new logo, I mean, I'm sure people will probably buy it up because they buy stupid, ugly things that big companies make up anyways, but it's just ugly. Like, it is just a ugly logo. So to me, it just goes down there. The Edmonton Oilers. This one, this is where, like, the minimalist of the, once again, it's the minimalist that's got the perfect touch of detail. Why is the Oilers, like, slanted so low in the words? I would say it's because, like, it's oil, it's, like, dripping down, kind of. It's just an interesting logo that it's got its own unique flair to it, like the New Jersey Devils and all these other ones up here. So I'm going to put it in the absolute buttes. I love it. And it's one of those logos, once again, that you have a memory to. Like, when you think of that logo, you imagine Gretzky and stuff. When you imagine, like, Panarin, you don't imagine the Rangers logo. You imagine him in the blue sweaters with the Rangers across it, but not the logo. So there is, like, a sentimental attachment to some of them. And the Oilers one, it's got that. It's also got that clean look. It's very nice. Good job. The Minnesota Wild. This is a logo where everyone praises and loves it, and I do the same. I love, like, everything about it is so nice. The mouth is a river, while also making the mouth, the trees, the shooting star, the moon, or the sun, I guess, depending on how you want to see it. If it's a shooting star, then it's got to be the moon. So this one, once again, absolute beauty of a logo. The Wild, just hitting it out of the park with their look right now and their logo. I'm glad they switched away from, like, the circle with the Minnesota Wild around it. That looked kind of cheesy. I love the logo by itself. Speaks for itself. And when you show someone that, I mean, it's just so much into it because there's, like, it's the head of a bear. I think it's a bear. Some people think it's a cat or something. I don't get that at all. It's definitely a bear. And with the Wild in it, it's got every element that you want for it to be the Wild. Like, genius. Whoever came up with that one. Whoever went through college and was hired to make this logo and they did it, they definitely did a good job. They hired someone. They made their money's worth. However, the Calgary Flames logo, whoever came up, they hired somebody. They hired some guy named Robert who went through 4 years of school and came up with this logo. And that is who they hired. He got paid a lot more money than probably you did watching this to make this logo, which is just a C with some, what you could call, fire behind it. I gotta say, it's not classic like the Toronto Maple Leafs one where it's like, yeah, you can feel it's the Maple Leaf, like it's just genius. Calgary Flames, it's a C with some fire. This one is just, well, you know what? It fell on the ground, and it deserves to be there. Because that has got to be the ugliest one. Between the Islanders and that one. Because who got hired to pay that? It's just, like, and the Flames don't even look good. The Flames just look like nothing. It kind of looks like you're squeezing Play-Doh through one of those, like, the parts where, like, it shoots out in, like, spaghetti strings, but it's, like, a randomizer one where it's different sizes. It's stupid. It looks dumb. It's not special. It goes down there. On the jersey, it looks nice. With, like, the uniform, I like it. But by itself, it's like, this is your logo? The Calgary Flames is just a C with fire? That doesn't even look like fire? Come on. The Seattle Kraken. I love this one. I love this one. Absolutely going in the absolute beauties. This logo, it's the simple, it's the S, it's got the Kraken, it's got the tentacles going through, the menacing red eye that pops out. It's got everything. It's got the simplicity while also having the details. The one thing it does miss, though, is the hockey reference to it, and that is what makes it, like, the Penguins, the Sharks, like, a lot of them, well, I guess only 3 up there only have anything related to hockey. But when it's got that, it shows, like, you get it. And this one, Seattle Kraken, it's an S, it's got tentacles in it, you get it immediately, it's all there, great job. The colors, the most beautiful colors out of any team the Kraken have. Their jerseys, amazing, the colors of it, absolutely incredible. The Ottawa Senators, now I like this logo. I really like it, but here's the thing. You can like things and admit that they're ugly. And this logo is ugly. I don't like this logo, but I like this logo. So I put it, we're going to put it in mid, just because there's more space there. Because that logo, it's nice, I like it than the old one, but at the same time, it's like, it's got a lot going on, it's not simple, but it's also it's simple, but being way too complex. It's got, like, it's just too much. Like, if they could have simplified it somehow, because I liked, like, the ring where it's got, like, that Roman type stuff around it, and it's just got too much going on while also not having anything. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's just stupid looking. It's ugly, it's stupid, and if it was like, if that was not the logo of the Senators and you were going, like, Goodwill shopping and you saw a painting that had that on it, you'd be like, oh god, what the hell were they thinking? So that one goes to the bottom. The Nashville Predators. I love this logo, but here's the thing. I am running out of room in Absolute Buttes, but this one is so good that we're going to make room. Boom, right there next to Boston. Because that logo, it's got the intensity. I mean, look how giant the freaking tooth is. Like, that thing is huge. He's scary looking. The colors are amazing going across them. It's got everything. One thing that, the couple things missing, though, is that it doesn't have, like, anything related to hockey. You would never guess that it's the Nashville. Even if you saw the logo, I mean, I guess it is not the fault of the logo maker that the team's named Predators. You never guess that from just looking at it. So, to me, it just looks so good. It's so menacing, and I just love it. I love the logo. Perfect one for them. The Colorado Avalanche. Another really good one. Really like this logo. But to me, I don't love it enough. It's kind of like the Senators, where I really like it, but it's just kind of ugly. You know, like, I like the logo. I love the look of it on the jersey. I love the branding of it. And I've just, like, it's a hockey puck going down with the Avalanche falling behind. But it is ugly. So I'm going to put it in the could be better. Could be better, but it's pretty good. The Tampa Bay Lightning. This is a logo that is very nice to look at, but it's too simple. So I'm going to put it in mid because it's kind of like the Jets, where it's the same thing, where it's a force of destruction, and it's a terrifying natural disaster, lightning, you know. And to me, it's the simple cartoonish lightning bolt that I would draw on the board for one of my, like, stupid cartoons up here. Like, it is a simple lightning bolt with a circle around it. It should be destructive. It should be like lightning, you know? Like, this is Thor. This is what Thor is the god of. Well, I guess he's the god of thunder, but thunder and lightning are the same thing, basically. Whatever. And to me, it's just like, it needs more. There's nothing destructive to it. It's just a cartoon. You know, it's like they didn't even try. Once again, same thing with the Calgary Flames down here, where it's like someone got hired, and a lot of people had to approve this logo and say, yep, that's good, and they shipped it out. It's just a simple cartoonish blue lightning bolt wrapped in a circle. Whatever. The Carolina Hurricanes. This team, I like the logo, but it is ugly, and I don't like it. It's good, but if I showed this to someone, I don't know if they would say it's a hurricane. I would say it looks more like an eye. So, I'm going to put it in the worst, and I know people probably might disagree with that, but if you really look at it, just really look at it, I'm picking the Hurricanes as my current favorite to win the Stanley Cup, but I wish they had a different logo, because it's not as destructive looking as the Lightning logo. I mean, it is more destructive looking, but at the same time, it looks like someone destroyed the logo. So, it's just nothing. It's just ugly. The Washington Capitals. Now, this is one I know a lot of people, they don't like it. And to me, it is the scenario where it's like, I wish this wasn't the main logo. Like, this is a fantastic alternate. But this should not be the main one. I can see it. It's fine on, like, the main jersey, kind of like the Rangers having the Rangers across the chest. Like, this is good on the jersey. But if this wasn't their main logo, then I would think they could do so much more. So I'm going to put this one, I like this one, but I'm going to put it in the worst. Just because it's, the Eagles logo is better. I like the Capitol building one they used to have. The eagle on the shoulder's good. All of the logos they've used other than this one are so much nicer that it's just like, this one's good, but it's just like whatever, you know? It just says Capitals okay, there's a hockey stick and a puck, and it's got the 3 dots for the District of Columbia, but who cares? Like, it's nothing special. It's just words. We've got the Dallas Stars, second to last. I've liked this one, but it's the same thing with Columbus, where it's just not anything other than a star with something. So to me, I'm going to put this one in the could be better, because it's just not anything that cool. You know, it's not as elegant and nice as these ones. Like, look how beautiful this section is. Now look at this one, and then this one, this one. Like, the Dallas Stars, like, it's just whatever. You know, I like the logo that they use on the shoulders with the Dallas, with Texas, and then the D on it to signify where it is. Like, I just think Dallas has more logos to offer than this one, but it does look good on the jersey. So to me, it's just like, whatever. It's good, but can be better. And last but not least, we've got the Chicago Blackhawks. And this one, I hope they never change it, because this is, once again, one of the beautiful ones. I mean, it's not as simplistic, but it is. I mean, it's just a guy. It's just a guy's head, and he's got the colorful feathers. It's got so many colors on it. It's got so much to go into it. It's something that will never be created again. And it's got everything. It's got so many colors, and it's just a guy. I love it, and that is it. So that is my tier list here. I got a lot in the absolute buttes, but you know what? It's hockey. We should celebrate how great it is, and we've got a lot of the best logos of any sport there is. I think we probably do have the best logos of any sport. I mean, football, I mean, not really. Baseball, a lot of logos are just words. Soccer sucks. I think so. I mean, basketball, their logos are really simple, too. So I think hockey, easily, hands down, the best logos in any major sport. And that is all I got to say. So thank you for watching this. And until next time, please, I'm begging you, pick up your free subscription. And until next time, too sweet, have an amazing day. And ta-ta for now.